All right, family, welcome, man. This is part five and the last part of the Hustlers NBA series within the Boardroom Johnson Executive Series. Thank you, man, for making it all the way through, man. Thank you for checking out every video. Thank you for your engagement. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing the video. If you shared the video, man, I appreciate that. It's highly appreciated. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving me feedback, whether you DM me the feedback or whether you made a comment, whatever the case may be. I appreciate the feedback. Whether you reach me personally to give me some feedback, I do highly appreciate that. So I want to go ahead and get into this fifth installment, which is called The Power of Building a Powerful Team. So with this video, I'm going to go into, it was an interview that Rick Ross was giving on the power of using his network, or the power of networking and knowing your network and knowing, your value, your personal value, to be able to make sure you stay true to your brand and your consistency and everything that you represent, man. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video. We can come out on the other side. We can go into it again.
And this is what I want to let a lot of people know, that a lot of times to actually build on whatever it is you do, you got to really just strategize and do it out of love. It's a lot of people that come to my DMs. Rose, would you do this for me? Now, I ain't even mad at you. That's cool. But a lot of times for me to separate you from any other motherfuckers that I feel don't have a vision, guess what the first thing I'm looking for? Okay, if I was doing this, you know what I would have did first? I would have posted one of Rick Ross' albums first. Then I would have DM Rick Ross. Rose,
you don't say.
this is what I want you to do. Because guess what I'm going to do? It let me know you got a vision. I'm going to fuck with you. This is what I've done with brands time and time again. I did it with Bel Air, just out of love, genuinely supported Bel Air. I did it in the last few months on my story with Rap Snacks and James Lindsay. I got on the fucking Instagram and just said, yo, I just had some of these Rap Snacks, they taste good as hell. I want my face on the bag. I can't play basketball, I can't play baseball, but I want to be on the bag. And guess what? I showed love for maybe 90 days in a row, and I sat down and we had a business meeting and we closed the deal. One time for Rap Snacks and James Lindsay.
Shout out to James. Shout out to Wise Intelligent, the whole team.
So all I'm just telling you is, let's be strategic at whatever it is you're doing. Before you reach out to somebody, do something in their favor. Bring something to the table. That's what you got to do to be respected as a boss, and that's what I did.
All right, man. Rick Ross, man, he made some points, man. He made some major points. He drove some points home. He gave us a couple of pointers, man. Especially, like he said, he has the leverage. So, put yourself in position to be able to get the least adverse effect. And one way he said that, if you're asking him for support, do something to support me as well. So I feel genuine about being able to support you, because it's not going to be all you and no me. It's business at the end of the day. So that's like asking somebody, to just let you win. They want to be able to participate in your win too. So, and the smallest thing we can do, when it comes to being able to support, is to hit the share button. Like, it doesn't cost us nothing. You probably looking at it already right then and there. So it's nothing to hit those three little icons to, a reaction, then to share it, or a reaction and a comment, or a comment and a share, whatever the case may be. That's the easiest form of support that we have at our disposal right now. Just to be able to show somebody, that you're willing to give something in regards to, if you understand the social media business, and a lot of these business people do, that it's all metrics based. So they understand you're helping them and contributing to their social media business by engaging with their posts, or engaging with their social media, other social media activities, or whatever the case may be. So this already shows initiative, like you're willing to give to get. You know what I mean? So, and it's not going to be just, all you and none of them. They looking at it is going to be an even exchange. An even exchange has never been a robbery. So always keep that in mind. So before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and get into a little reading from one of my books again, man. This is the first installment in the OG Boardroom Johnson series, man. OG Boardroom Johnson, from CCE to CEO. So I'm going to read now from chapter 2, which is Respect is the First Currency. It states, in both worlds, respect is tied to sacrifice. In the streets, The OG earns respect not just by commanding, but by doing, putting in work, taking risks, and standing on principle. Similarly, in the corporate world, employees respect the leader who works as hard as they do, takes accountability for losses, and protects the team when things go sideways. Sacrifice isn't always visible, but it's always felt. People can tell when you're about more than your people can tell when you're about more than just your own success. And that was the point that he was driving home. People can tell when you care more about just your own success because everybody's not going to be able to make it. Doesn't mean that everybody doesn't have the power to make it, or everybody's form of making it may not look different. But people want to see that you care more about just your personal success. You're not selfish, because when you reach in business works off of relationships. If you're selfish, people, what's the point of what is their extra incentive to do business with you? Because there's going to be somebody else that's doing the same thing you're doing. So what is their incentive to say, hey, let me dedicate this portion of my time to this person? What is their incentive? So that has to be, taken into account and understood, and making sure that that box is checked as well when you go out and you're trying to network, and you're asking somebody for something. So it's like, what do you have in return? That was something Nipsey Hussle was big on. So he was big on not taking more than what he was worth and not asking for more than what he was worth. He wanted to make sure that he was able to bring things to the table to achieve his goal. So he had a goal. If his goal was $1 million, he decided what it took for him to be able to achieve that goal according to the numbers that he was drawing off of, and he created that and he laid that out to those people so that he was able to get the deal that he wanted, or a deal, it could be slightly higher, but within that range, he was able to achieve his goal and get the things that he wanted, and that's the powerful part about it. So your team, not just necessarily the people you're working with, but the people you work around, the people that's a part of your ecosystem for whatever business or business idea or, work idea. If you're working, you rather be an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be, making sure that these people you keep around you are strong and powerful people, and knowing how to add value to them as well, so that is a give and a pull relationship. It's not just one-sided. And eventually, when things are one-sided, you burn people out, man, and you don't want to do that. At the end of the day, is the long run. We're coming in at a steward's perspective, which is longevity, consistency, is being able to go the long run. So, you already know. Once again, man, I thank you for coming through this video. I thank you for being here for the series, man. The Hustlers NBA, the first and inaugural, but will not be the last series. Through the Boardroom Johnson Executive series. Thank you, man. Once again, please engage the post, drop some comments. We'll have a meeting of the minds in the comments, man, and continue this conversation.